All right, guys, welcome back to episode 11 of Bravehearts. This is going to be our last episode for the time being because I am flying out of the country on Friday, right, Nana?
Uh-huh.
So I hope you've enjoyed this series. I'll be back to interview the world's favorite grandmother, right?
Oh, cool.
In a few months, right? So, Nana, are we ready?
Yes, ready. Let's go to Moscow.
Let's go to Moscow. Okay, Nana. So, first of all, how do you feel about all these interviews that we've done? How are you? What are your thoughts on the past few weeks being interviewed? You know,
Past 2 weeks.
yeah, we've been doing all these interviews. How do you feel about being on camera?
Brilliant.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
You having fun?
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, telling all the people
See, my granddad,
stories of your life, right?
my grandson says, "Come on, we're in there," and I keep saying, "No, I'm not doing a video. I'm not doing a video."
Well, we're celebrating our last episode for a few months by having a good Scottish beer right here. Okay. Now we finished off the last episode. We talked about the Rob Roy. Do you remember that? We talked about your work, and then before that, we talked about what life was like in the 1940s and 50s.
Uh-huh.
So what I'd like to do is talk about more about the 1970s and 80s when half of your family moved to Canada, right, back in those days.
Yeah.
So let's rewind a little bit. In the 1960s, you were raising two daughters, right?
Yes,
Anne
yes.
and Carol.
Yes.
You had two jobs,
Yeah.
one at the co-op at the supermarket and one at the pub,
Yeah.
which is right there.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And then sort of the 1960s ended. Actually, I wanted to ask you a question. I've never asked you this before. When the 1960s ended, the Americans went to the moon, right?
Yes.
Do you remember that? Like, do you remember where you were? Were you watching that on TV when that happened? Or?
Yeah, I saw it on TV. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. 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 Oh,
Yeah.
that was. Well, I didn't see much of it.
Yeah. You just saw the rocket go up, and that was it.
Yeah,
Right?
that was at the getting to the
Where, I mean,
moments of going to.
you had the television in your house, right?
Yes.
Were people excited about this? Was it
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going to the moon tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't born at that time. I don't know.
It was a woman. It was a woman. It was.
It was a man, Neil Armstrong.
But there was a man there, a woman there. She did it too once.
Yeah, well, there've been many women in
She did,
space. Yeah, of course.
I mean, it must be a great
Yeah.
attraction. That.
Yeah.
Fly to the moon.
Yeah, sure.
You know that place?
Yeah.
Fly me to the moon. And let me live among the stars.
This wasn't scripted. Trust me. This is good. Yeah, well, I think the Sinatra song is perfect, right? For that
for that episode.
Would you like to go to the moon one day or Mars or
Oh,
something?
no,
No?
thank you.
Would you like to live long enough to see people go to Mars? Because we're going to Mars in about 30 years.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah?
yes.
Would you like to be 130 and see that?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay.
I don't think I could cope with that.
So we're going to talk about the 1970s, and you would have been 50 years old in 1970, right?
Yes, I think
Right?
so, yeah.
Okay, the age that I am now
Yeah,
in 1970.
yeah.
You had a great family, you had a great life. What was life like in the late 60s and early 70s? What
It
was
was
it like?
good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yes, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed life. It was good. You know,
Like you were working a lot,
I was working,
you were
yeah.
getting
I
out and
enjoyed it.
seeing your friends and socializing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to dancing and that. It was good.
You and Bob would go to the dancing?
No, he would go, but I would.
You would go.
Yeah.
With who? Your friends?
Friends.
Yeah. Okay, great.
To one head, yes.
You would go from here, the Inch,
To get a bus to one head.
to get the bus back to your home village, Lonehead. Well, not your home village, but close to your village, right? Like Birdie House is here, Lonehead is here, right?
Well, one head's a bit further, a wee bit.
It's about 1 kilometer. Okay. All right. It's 1 kilometer away, right?
No, I don't know.
2 kilometers, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, anyway, I used to get the bus to the Gilberton Road end,
Yep.
right straight to one head.
Yep.
And
So is this like on a Saturday night or something like that? Or?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah.
Saturday night. And my sister used to go, but she stayed at birthday house with my mum. She was married then.
Yeah.
And I would meet her up at the dance hall.
Mhm.
And my friends would be there.
Mhm.
So it was good. And the dance band,
That's great.
Willie and his orchestra.
Okay. Like a big band.
Band,
Big
yeah.
band music.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah.
really good.
We're talking about the late 60s, right? Early 70s. You're 50 years old.
Yeah.
And they're playing music from World War II, right? All the big band, the classics,
big
right?
Band. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Now, the people in the club, they're all about your age at that time? Same age? Or younger people, older people? Just mix?
We're all about the same age.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then your husband would stay home and babysit the kids or something?
Yeah. He didn't bother.
Yeah. He didn't want to go dancing? He didn't like
couldn't
it?
dance. He couldn't dance.
Yeah. All right.
We had when I worked at the Roy, we had our Ruby wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And there was go up to have a dance.
Mm-hmm.
I just draw one leg after another, didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was comical, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to dance.
You would try and lead.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what he was doing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But he didn't like dancing very much. But we'd rather go around the pub and sit and have a couple of pints.
So you're lucky you met him in the war through a dance because he liked you probably. He came up to ask you to dance.
Yes, he did.
But maybe that was the first time he'd ever danced.
No, he never danced.
Yeah. All right.
But it didn't bother. It just got up, you know. You get two or three men doing that when they're at dancing. They can't dance when they get up with a partner or a wife. And the two, they do try.
All right.
But it's good. It's good fun.
So you continue to do that. You're working 2 jobs. You had an active social life.
Yeah.
You're raising 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Both of them were teenagers in the late 60s, right? What were they like what was my mom like as a teenager?
Oh, well, she was good. She was really good.
Yeah.
Except for one night, she was out with a friend up the town. She may have been 17 or 18. And I said to my husband, look at the time, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to my bed, I'm tired, I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, I'll be up. Since you got your bed, I'll sit here. So I went to my bed. I couldn't sleep. 11:30, still no sign. Next thing, it comes through. Excuse me. It comes through and it says, right, I'll put my coat on. I'm going to go out, see where I can find her. So he put his coat on. I got up and he got out the house and it's up down there the Gilbert Road up by Newton. He walked all the way.
That's about 2 kilometers.
Yeah. Well, anyway, and he saw her and a friend, a girl friend, walking down Newton, 2 cells, pitch dark. Back 11, nearly 11:45. So he had hired a taxi. He stopped a taxi and got so far up Newton and he told the taxi driver, I'll get up now, I'll get out now. And he got out of the taxi, across the road, and he made up and everything, but Carol didn't see her.
Came up from behind.
Yeah. He kept walking at the back. And the 2 of them were going down the road, laughing and joking and stuff, you know. So he says, the next thing is he went up to Carol and he put his hand on her shoulder and she's just about fainted.
Yeah.
When she thought it was her dad. And she says, what's this? Look at the time, 11:45. So they got a taxi back to the house. And I got up the stairs and I went to the door and I said, well, did I hit her? Don't touch her, don't touch her. He says, I'm not going to hit her. He says, I'll have a talk with her tomorrow. So go to your bed, he says, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
And he did give her right good talking to.
Yeah.
Don't you ever do that again. Your mother was worried sick.
Did she do it again?
No, she never.
Right. So her and her friend
she did. She would give me a fella.
Her and her friend were out drinking or something, right?
Well,
17.
She was a drinker.
And then what about Anne, your other daughter?
Oh,
what
Anne was
she like as a teenager?
she was younger. And she didn't go out late.
Yeah. All right.
Anne was different nature.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't alike. The 2 they weren't like one another.
So then, in the 1970s, my mom got married.
Yeah.
And then she had little Graham.
That's right.
At that time, right?
Yeah.
So she remarried, right? My parents got divorced when I was young.
Yeah.
My dad sort of took off on me when I was a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
So my mom remarried, and she decided with her new husband in about 1975, 76, she was going to move away from you to Canada.
Yeah.
So tell people about that situation. I mean, how did she tell you? How did you feel about it?
She told her dad. And,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I said, you don't go to Canada.
Mm.
She says, I'm not going to Canada.
Mm.
I said, Bob says, you got to stop it.
Mm.
So that was how I went to Canada. We grew up.
So you were sad?
Oh, I was crying.
How? Bob told you when you were having dinner one night? How did he tell you?
He told me, aye.
Like, pass the potatoes. By the way, Nan, Carol's moving to Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's, what was I going to say?
So you're sad, right?
Very sad.
Yeah.
I was crying at that.
Yeah.
And I says to Bob, I says, I'm not going to the airport to see them all.
Yeah.
He says, I'll go. He went. And I sat in that house waiting for a phone call that they arrived safely, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when Mrs. Sked was standing on the balcony of the house, nobody to anyone how they've got the balcony. Mm-hmm. And I'm up at the gate with Carol, and Mary's shouting to her, bye, Carol, because Mary's daughter went to America to live. Mm-hmm. So she went to Canada and took Grail, 4-year-old. And that upset me more than anything. And she went to Canada, and she had a good life there, you know.
Well, little Gran grew up to be big Gran. He comes and visits you, and he makes videos with you, right? Introduces you to the world,
he had
right?
A wee brother, a young brother,
right?
You know, Craig.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say too much for the video. Craig.
Right.
You know what I mean, Graham?
So half your family moved to Canada, right? Yeah. But you had another grandchild, right? Sharon, my cousin.
Sharon, yeah.
So she stayed, and you still had enough family around you that
Sharon,
time, right?
Yeah. And it was something to go over it, you know.
Yeah.
We were right. Yeah. And then she was in Canada for 2 years.
Yeah.
And she used to phone me, you know, and she says, Mum, she's I'm booking a flight for you and Dad to come for a holiday to Canada. And we went to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I remember that. That was 1979.
Something like that, aye.
So your first time?
You were older. You were a young teenager.
No, I was 7 years old.
And yet you were a teenager when I was here next time. It must be the next time I went. Your pals should
you were there a lot, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first time on an airplane?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Well, when we got to the airport in Edinburgh.
Wow, firig time on an airplane.
The lounge, you know, waiting for to go on the plane and that. And I saw this big plane, steps, get. And Bob says, what's wrong with us? I'm not going to that.
That can't fly.
He says, get up these steps. I said, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to that. I'm frightened. He says, you've nothing to be frightened about. I says, hundreds of people fly, day in and day out. However, he got me coaxed up the stairs, and I got in. I sat there. I was shaking like a leaf. And the takeoff, I don't like the takeoff, you know. And once that was over, I felt all right after that. We had something to eat, and you got a drink if you wanted a drink, and all that. You know?
Because back in those days, you could get as many drinks as you wanted.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How many do you remember? I mean, maybe you don't remember, but how many whiskeys on the plane did you have?
I had about 2. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Dad had about 3 or something.
Yeah.
But I had 2.
Yeah.
It's settled my nerves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because I've seen this plane, I was petrified, and I've been there 20 times.
Yeah. Now.
I got used to it myself after my husband died.
So, first time in Canada, first time outside the UK, right? Yeah. You've been to England.
I've been to England.
And that's it, right?
Yeah.
So your first time outside of Britain was in Canada, right?
Yeah.
It's a foreign country.
Yeah.
What do you remember about it? What were your first thoughts? Yeah.
Great, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Out for meals and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
I had a great holiday.
Yeah.
My daughter and her husband was good to us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I 2 or 3 times I've been back there. We always went to this daybreak for breakfast.
The breakfast. Shout out to the Daybreak in Oshawa,
And
Ontario.
the last time I was there,
Great place. Yeah.
I went there and one of the girls, like, she says to Carol, she's not back again. Oh, it was brilliant, absolutely.
Well, you've been there. You've probably been there 25 times, right?
Been about
In 35 years.
Yeah.
You used to go every year.
Yeah.
Until, unfortunately, you got a little bit too old, right?
Yeah.
And I just found this out recently that the insurance company won't give you insurance to fly, right? So you can't get back. Is that what happened? You can't get the insurance, right?
Yes.
So, or something like that. It's too expensive or something.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure myself.
They're very fussy that way.
Yeah. And so you don't have a passport anymore, right? You let your passport go.
My granddaughter Sharon, she it finished.
Yeah.
Oh, you look at the leg. Cramp. Oh,
stretch it out.
You're finished with that now, no? In the bin. That'll be you. I went, no. And she said, don't think you applied for another one.
Yeah.
Because you're not going.
You're blaming my cousin right now who's going to watch this video for not getting you a new passport. Right, Sharon? This is your fault.
And I says, Sharon says, you're not able, Nana.
Yeah.
You're not going.
All right.
And you've been there 20 times, so you've no regrets.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, listen, you've been there 20, 25 times. You have met your great-grandchildren, right, in recent years. My brother has 3 kids, so you've had a chance to meet them, and you've seen a lot of Canada. I think when you were there, back in the 80s, you went to Niagara Falls.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And you and Bob went across to America.
That's right.
I think, right?
And where was it? From Niagara.
To Niagara.
To Niagara.
Yeah.
To America.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the place.
Niagara Falls. It's the same name, America and Canada. That's the same name. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What did you think about America your first time going?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I would have lived there.
Don't let the Americans watching. Don't make them angry. Why? What?
I would like to live there. I mean, the people were lovely and all that, but I would like to settle down there.
Why?
No, I don't want to leave Scotland.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, just as a traveler, did you like America? Did you feel welcome? You were safe?
I liked it. Yeah. The people were lovely.
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah, I met 2 or 3 black people.
Yeah.
And they were really very, very nice. Yeah.
Of course. So you traveled to America, to Canada many, many, many times, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any like lasting memory or fondest moment of something that happened there? You know,
no, really.
Or just in general, just seeing your family.
Just no, really. It was just. I mean, my daughter was good to me when I went there. And come on, Mum, we'll go out for breakfast and all this, you know.
Right.
And of course, I went a share. I used to take them out, you know.
Yeah.
And but my grandson, Grail, he was a tartar. He would take a talent, used to bring his buddies to the house and go up the stairs to the bedrooms, got the car, got the playing cards.
What is a tartar? I don't even know that word. Tartar, what does that mean? You said tartar. The word you used.
It's what?
You said I was a tartar.
A little tartar.
What does that mean?
That means I'm a rowdy, a wee rowdy.
Oh, okay.
A wee rowdy.
That's a new word. It's a new word for me.
He was a lovely kid.
Let's go back to the 1980s, okay? So you're traveling to Canada quite a lot, right? Every year, and you're no longer working. You stopped working, right?
I stopped working. Yes.
Right. Now, I guess we have to talk about it, but a very, very sad thing happened in your life in the 80s where you lost Bob, right?
Yeah.
In 1987.
Yeah.
Right? How did he pass away?
Well, it was in the morning. I was working, you know.
Yeah.
I was working. I'm still working.
Are you still working at that time?
I'm still
at the co-op.
I still work.
Okay.
Not in the co-op.
Yeah.
No. I work with Mr. Connie.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. So
Mr. and Mrs.
I
Connie.
have to mention that Nana was a housekeeper for a family, a very nice Italian family called the Conchis, right? All through that time. Yeah.
And Jean was working for a friend of his, Mrs. Nedley. and excuse me, I woke, and the alarm was going off the alarm. I thought,
In whose room?
God, what's wrong here? What's he not answering the phone for? Because I was sleeping, but my granddaughter was staying the weekend with us.
Yeah.
And I was sleeping in
So you were
bedroom.
In this bedroom here.
Bedroom.
So you were in separate rooms.
And Dad and I were in my room.
Yeah.
And I played with Sharon,
Sharon.
who was it?
Sharon.
Sharon,
Yeah.
my granddaughter. And ringer. Oh God, what's he doing? So I got up and I went through the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it was lying there. And I went to touch it. I knew he was dead. He never massive heart attack through the night.
You knew right away when you saw him
that
he was gone.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And that was in 1987.
Yeah. That was 35 years ago.
Yeah, 87.
Yeah.
The day after his 71st birthday.
Day after his birthday party. Did you have a party for him the night before?
No. We just out for a wee drink.
Yeah.
And it was the day after his birthday.
71 years old.
That's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember I worked in the Rob Roy night. Then I did work there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you did still? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I worked in Rob Roy for years.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was off for work after a funeral for about 2 months.
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because Mr. The Highland said, just take your time, Dad, don't rush, okay? Your job's there. And I remember working in the bar one night. Now I knew all the guys, I knew them all. But this good man, he was married, and he's standing at the bar. I didn't ever liked him. And he was standing at the bar. I gave him his pint. Now this is wait to hear this, Graham, but this is true. He says, can I have a wee word with you? I says, aye. He says, any night you're quiet and that. He says, if you need a man, you know where to get one. I said, I don't need any man. And especially you would be one of them anyway. And I walked away. And I told Peter, thing with the men that came, and he says, Dad, what was wrong with you? You let it. I said, I'm glad to take the mat. He says, what did he say to you? Peter Tiffany, I says, Peter, he says, if I need a man, I knew where to go to. He made a move to get him, grab him, go out the door. Then I says, Peter, just let him go. It's not worth talking about.
This is some guy who used to come into the bar all the time?
Aye. He took me to it. Okay, what I mean? He thought I was an easy woman or something.
Did he ever talk to you again after that? Was that the last time he talked to you?
Aye, then I was back in the pub.
Yeah.
Because if he'd come in, Peter Tiffany when I got ahead of him. He says, he spoke to you like that. He says, you've just lost your husband.
So, how was the funeral? You had it up the road, right?
Aye, back at the Rob Roy.
Yeah. Was it a nice service?
It was a nice service, It went over the second, it was off.
Yeah.
But that's so.
Did people make speeches at the service? Did you talk about granddad?
No, he didn't.
Did his family come up from England?
His mother, I think his mother.
Yeah.
Aye. No, his mother was dead. Sister. No, his mother was dead because he'd went out his mother's funeral.
Maybe his sister or something?
No, nobody came up.
Nobody came up?
No.
Okay.
No. But they sent flowers and that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I knew John couldn't come because she was pretty old.
So you have now been living for 35 years. You were about 67 years old, right?
That's right.
When Bob died, right?
Yeah.
So you've been living now for 35 years.
On my own.
On your own.
Yeah.
How has that been?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just sometimes.
Sometimes not so good, sometimes good, right?
It's now that I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel worse now than I did then.
Well, you must miss him, right? You miss him all the time, right?
I do, I do.
Yeah.
I could have been out 2 or 3 times, but I did go out, I will say that I went out one night with an old friend for a meal. It was Pennycook, my sister. Well, my sister said Pennycook. And she met Ernie Holmes. And Ernie, I knew Ernie with the dance, and we were friendly and that, you know. He was probably my cousin and that. And he says to Gina, he says, how's Nan doing? She all right? He says, no, Gina says, I hope you didn't mind me saying this, but he says, I'd like to take her out for a meal or something. Gina says, oh, she would like that, Ernie. Because I've kept Ernie for years. So Gina gave him my phone number.
Yeah.
And he phoned me. And he says, how would you like to go out for a meal, Nan? I said, oh, that'd be nice, Ernie. So him and I went to the dogs racing. The dog racing.
The greyhounds.
The greyhounds.
Yeah.
And then we went to the meal first. And we took me there. And
that's nice.
We got the bus back. He came off and saw me off at here. And then he got his bus for Lone End.
Okay. Did you ever see him again?
No, he got married. Oh, good player left on
Right.
He met somebody.
Yeah.
No, they were just friends. It was like Alex Sharp. Alex Sharp. It was a good friend.
Yeah. Yeah, well, everyone needs friends, right? And that was nice of him to invite you out for a meal, right?
He's a lovely guy, yeah, he was a lovely guy.
Now, after Granddad passed away, you still worked at the Rob Roy.
Yeah.
You still worked with the Contis as well. You said 2 jobs, right?
Yeah.
And you still continued going to Canada.
Yeah.
On vacations, right?
Yeah.
I remember you coming in the 90s when I was younger.
I bet you said who's that old fussel.
No, I never said that. We used to go to the pub together. Do you remember? Now, what was that like then, traveling without Granddad over to Canada?
It was all right. Okay? You got used to it. You got used to it. You got used to it. I used to enjoy my trips to Canada.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been there if my daughter hadn't paid my fare.
Yeah.
She paid my fare.
Yeah.
She was good to me.
Yeah, she's always good to you, right?
Oh, she's a brilliant lass.
If you could get a passport and, we paid the insurance or whatever we had to do, would you like to get over there for, no, I'm not saying one last time, but would you like to go back and have a visit?
I don't think I could travel.
No?
No,
No, we could take you on the airplane. I could sit next to you. We could get you over there, right?
Oh, somebody was with me.
I could fly with you, right?
Oh, somebody was with me,
I don't mean, okay, Nana, here's a taxi. You go to the airport by yourself, right?
No,
I need someone taking you over there, right?
I know that.
Yeah.
But, I couldn't go myself.
Well, maybe we'll take you over for your 102nd birthday. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, good? Like that.
Plan?
I'm still here, real.
Yeah? Oh, you'll still be here.
Pat, Pat, my friend.
Yep.
She says, Dad, she says, you're marvellous. She says, 100, and you'll soon be 101. She says, and you never change one little bit. You would never think you were that, Okay? She gives me a wee kiss to the brow before she goes away on Sunday night. So she says, we're free on the night when they went to club. I says, it's having Nicky's away uptown to want to go some shopping and all that. Oh, but she says, it's great at the window when we come in the taxi.
Well, let's see if you're okay going to the club, right?
If we wanted to pay the list, well, I do at the club, but...
So maybe next year we can get you over to Canada for a vacation. I'll come back here. I'll pick you up. I'll take you to the airport, right? And we'll take you over to Canada for a vacation.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I
really love that.
Now, Nana, because we're going to end this series of videos, I'll be back in a few months. And we're going to talk. We have a lot more topics we're going to talk about. Some funny topics. When I come back in a few months, I'm going to let you listen to modern music. And you're going to give your opinion, like some reaction videos to modern music. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. But we're going to finish up right now. But before we finish, I want to thank you for doing this, right? This is a great thing you're doing. Thank you so much, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to say to the people out there that you've learned in your 100 years and 8 months of being on this planet? Is there anything you want to leave the people with? Anything you've learned?
Well, for one thing, if you've got friendship, that's a big boost for your morale. Because if you've not got anybody, you've no friends, you lose well. And I've got lots of friends.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I've got lots of friends.
So basically always try and have friends, right? I mean, there are people that are shy that sometimes find it difficult to make friends. But even if you're introverted and you're shy, still try and have a friend, right?
Yeah.
Someone you can count on who will help you in difficult situations, right?
Janice is a good friend.
Yeah.
And Pat.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all good friends, you know.
Yeah.
Sheena, they're all good,
Yeah.
you know. And so I'm not unlucky with friends. I'm
No.
friends.
Well, I will toast that. I'll toast the friendship, Nana, and
Cheers,
toast to
sir.
you.
Cheers.
So thank you very much, Nana, for doing this. Say cheerio for now.
Cost you £2,000, please. Thank you.
Get it this way. Say cheerio to everybody for now. We'll be back in a couple of months. I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos, okay?
See you later.
And we'll get Nan back on in a couple of months, I promise. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And again, any comments, any questions for Nana, put them down in the chat box, and we will answer what we can. Okay, guys?
Well, you know what they say. Good luck, alligator.
Good luck, alligator. That's your sign off. Bye-bye, guys.